What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with our OTC Saturday video. Getting it done on Sunday. Do apologize about the delay. We will have our weekly watch list tomorrow on Monday. Trading will resume on Tuesday morning due to Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This week we have quite a few stocks I want to get into and mention, so we're not going to get into too much of an in-depth detail on any of these stocks. Some of them we've talked about before, some we haven't. So let's just get this thing rolling. First stock we are talking about today is VDRM Inc. VDRM. Stock closed on Friday at 0.0199, so a tick under 2 pennies. This stock last week ran tremendously, over 1,500% from 0.0020 all the way up to almost 8 cents. They had a company update, which they had an FDA-approved product, VistaStem, which is actually sold on Amazon and through some large hospital chains. They also have more products, but this is the product in particular that has everybody excited. This product has anticipated sales of 500,000 units for the upcoming year, and that should bring in about a $40 million in revenues. They also have an extended line of credit, which will allow them to mass produce this product and get the product on the shelves and get them into people's hands. So with the way this thing pulled back later in the week, I think this thing has tremendous opportunity. I thought it was going to probably pull back to about 4 cents and then continue on its ascension. Think this thing has possibly 8 to 10 cents written all over it. So I really like this stock, especially where it sits right now. I think there's a couple 100% gain in this thing minimum from where it's at now. It may consolidate a little bit at these levels, or it might go to about 3 and consolidate a little bit. But I do anticipate this thing having a nice clean rise on the charts, and that's VDRM, so that's one of the top stocks we're watching this week. Second stock we're going to be looking at is Global Technologies. That's GTLL. Stock closed at 0.0022, up 22% on Friday. This is a company that had a 10Q come out on Friday right after the close. It just went pink current, and this thing has 6 subsidiaries, a 7th that it owns 50% of, has partnerships with a lot of successful companies such as Optech International and Vinco Ventures. A lot of buzz going around about this stock. I think it's nowhere near done right now. Now, it does have a little bit of a higher share structure, close to about 5 billion to 6 billion shares available. But these stocks still have run regardless of the share structure. So I think GTLL at 0.0022 still has room left. I think this thing can easily reach half a penny, if not better. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on GTLL. Third stock we're going to be talking about is Video River Networks, NIHK. That's NIHK. Stock closed at 0.0725. Now, we did mention this stock on the weekly watch list last week, just a shade under 4 cents. This is an EV charging SPAC. This company does have a caveat emptor on it right now, so some of you may not be able to buy it. They did acquire the services of George Sharp, the same gentleman who worked with TSNP and Humble to get that merger put together. The company just came out with a tweet today saying that there will be no reverse split and they do not need to dilute. They said they are ready to merge with an EV company that is NASDAQ ready. So that's exciting as it is right now. This company has a terrific share structure as far as OTC stocks go. We've seen with some of the stocks we've called out, such as ATVK, with these great share structures and good news, they tend to run. This thing just being a shade over 7 cents, I think this thing has 30, 40 cents written all over it, possibly much, much better. So this is possibly one of my top watches going over the next few weeks, especially when that CE, that caveat emptor, gets removed. Other platforms will be able to purchase this stock at that time, which will open up the doors to much more buying power coming into this, a lot more buying pressure coming into this stock. And again, with the share structure, could push this thing to 300% in my opinion. And again, my opinion, we do reiterate that fact. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just letting you know what I'm looking at and giving it to you, as we all know. The fourth stock that we're looking at is OMID Holdings, OMID. This one closed at 0.0617 on Friday, up 128%. I don't think this one's done at all. I'd like you to take a look at this stock, do your own research on it. This thing does have a good share structure, and I think this thing is nowhere near done right now. Just like the next stock is South Corp Capital, STHC. That's STHC. This stock had a huge run on Friday. This thing closed at 12, just a little over under 12.5 cents at 0.1231. This was up 207% on Friday. Had terrific news. And I don't think this one's anywhere near done. This is another one with a great share structure. Some of the other stocks we're going to be watching over the next week, some of them we've talked about ad nauseum on this channel. ATVK, we brought this to you under a penny and also at 2 cents. This thing is now trading at 26.5 cents. Tuesday we do have the court case for the share reduction. It was up 10% on Friday. I still don't think this thing's anywhere near done, so I still think ATVK is a buy. Also, NECA Holdings, NECA. This one had a strong day on Friday, up 27% at 0.0042. The CEO tweeted that they will have an update on their future movements of what they're going to be doing, possibly what companies will be under the NECA Holdings umbrella. So I do anticipate a huge week for NECA Holdings. Remember, their high is 0.012. Right now, that's almost 300 or 200% higher than where they're at right now. So I think this thing has the room to run at least to a penny and a quarter, if not better. If it breaks that point, that 0.012 area, this thing has blue skies and can. Who knows where this thing can go? I think it all depends on the news that we get next week as the promise per CEO. The next stock we're going to be looking at is MMMW. This stock closed. This is a stock we brought to you probably about 5 or 6 weeks ago, under 2 pennies. The stock closed on Friday at 0.051. This was up 50% on Friday. This is an alternative energy play with an ultra low float. Awesome share structure. This thing has a lot of patents in the pipeline that are worth significant money. So I think if this thing gets any action, gets any movement, it had a little bit higher than normal volume on Friday. If this thing starts getting noticed, look out, because this thing can really start flying. The final stock we've talked about a couple times. We also mentioned it on OTC Saturday last week, and that's Hop On Inc. HPNN. This stock closed at 0.0022. It was down 5% on Friday. Again, the CEO has put out a lot of tweets stating that they're going to have a share reduction or a share buyback, a cash dividend, or both, one or the other or both, talking about partnerships with some very large companies, being that it's in the 5G space. It's also in the cell phone, TVs, computers, a lot of things of this nature that every household has plenty of in the United States and around the world. Also with partnerships, huge companies in China and the U.S. I think this company right now is hugely and greatly undervalued, especially if they have a nice share reduction at 0.0022. I think this thing can absolutely fly. If they do a share reduction of any significance, this thing can run to a penny and at no problem, in my opinion, especially with the other catalysts of going pink current possibly sometime by the end of next week, or at least getting the attorney letter filed to OTC Markets. And if this guy lives up to his word and does what he says, which let's hope he's doing what he says he's going to do. If he does that, I think this thing has unlimited potential. So the stocks that we're talking about this week is VDRM, GTLL, NIHK. Those are the top 3. OMID, STHC. And then some of the stocks we've talked about on past OTC Saturdays: ATVK, NECA, HPNN, and MMMW. That's all I got for you today. As always, please like, please share, please subscribe. Any comments or questions, put them in the comment section below. Please follow me on Twitter at John R. Spano1. That's JOHNRSPANO1. You will get my lifetime picks of what I'm looking at, what I'm buying. We will have again the watch list tomorrow, and again, As always, please like, please share, please subscribe, and as always, let's get that money, traders.